I grew up a car girl, love anything on wheels, thanks to my dad right there. I appreciate horsepower, a manual shift, the growl of an engine. And behind every hot rod, muscle car, classic, sports car, and speedster are the stories of the people who love them, collect them, and drive them. I'm Christy McDonald, and this is What's in That Garage? We are here at the M1 Concourse in Pontiac, and if you want to see the most beautiful cars in the world, some rare cars, gorgeous cars, they are all right here in these garages that surround this track. I've got a pretty special garage for you today. Hey Ralph, you want to come on out? Ralph Gilles, the designer of Stellantis. It's so good to see you. You know, we can only imagine what's behind all of these garages around here, but your collection, I mean, this has taken years.
Yes, it has, and they're all, as you know, collections are personal, right? So this is a little diorama of my life, in a way.
Exactly, and the beauty of design, which is that is who you are.
Yeah, I'm in love with the cars for performance, but also the style, of course.
Okay, I can't wait to see. Are you going to hit this garage
Let's check
for us?
it out.
Let's do it.
One of the reasons I'm at the company, at now Stellantis, used to be Chrysler Dodge, was because of the Viper. I thought, you know, when I saw the show car back in 1991, it floored me. You know, it really, 89 actually, the show car came out. And then they went and made the car for real. So, you know, I always love that personality of the company to take something so outrageous like the Viper and actually make it for the public. And that, again, that love affair is still with me today. So I have a 2013. I was part of the program. We worked on bringing the car back.
Part of the team.
Yeah, that brought back the Viper after it was quote unquote dead. So we had a good run, about 5 years. That's a 2013, and this is a 2016. This is my race car. I only really track it. I don't drive it on the street.
And so you drive this on the track at M1 here, and then about how fast you get on the straightaway?
Here about 130, 35, and other tracks like VIR, it'll do about 180 on the track. So it has a cage and everything in it.
Obnoxiously a loud noise, or?
Absolutely obnoxious.
I mean, it has to be obnoxiously loud.
It's quite deafening because it's prepped. It has a 9-liter, makes 830 horse.
Yeah.
So it's quite vicious. So yeah, this is purely track, and that's street. They're like Jekyll and Hyde. You know?
well, tell me, give us the sense of difference in terms of driving and design.
This is bone stocks, 640 horsepower. This is, you know, modified. The tires, everything about it's lowered, but the car comes from factory. The ACR is a serious machine. You know, we developed it together. With some of the most aggressive drivers. Our racing drivers helped us.
Aggressive in a good way.
Yeah. Downforce is your friend. It makes 1,800 pounds of downforce. But this is a cruiser. As fast as it is, it's a pleasure to drive. And people love the Viper no more now that it's out of production. It's one of those things.
Why do you think that is?
You know, it's one of those, it's like rock and roll. You know, it gets better with time or something. I don't know. But I get a lot, especially younger kids. You know, the young kids that are 18, they play in the video games with these cars. And they're rare. We only built... in, I think, 25 years, we only built 30,000 Vipers. Very few cars are out there. The brief I gave my team is I want it to be like Halle Berry, who's she's beautiful, but she's not vulgar. The girl next door kind of car, and that's, you know, I have a signed autographed picture of her there to remind me of the beginning. And they nailed it. So we named her Storm after Halle Berry's character in X-Men. So that's her name is Storm, and his name is Voodoo. So Voodoo because it does sing on the track that can't be possible.
It can't be explained.
You know, it's like magic. So.
Talk to me then about getting the signed poster of Halle Berry here, who says, thanks for the inspiration, I'm the inspiration for you.
The Viper Club is a powerful thing. So I don't know how they got it, but my friends in the Florida Viper Club found a way to get it signed by her, and to this day I don't know exactly how. But she knows about me because she was on Jimmy Fallon talking about her husband and telling her the car was inspired by her. So.
What's in your garage? Is it cracked, ugly, pitted concrete?
Let us tell you how we can transform your floor into a beautiful, durable, usable space.
Hi, I'm Cheryl.
And I'm Mark. At TruTech Concrete Coatings, we've been transforming garage floors, patios, basements, and pool decks for over a decade.
Our coatings are 4 times stronger than epoxy, resistant to salt and chemicals, easy to clean, and backed by a lifetime warranty.
Our certified installation team begins by grinding with our 800-pound diamond grinding machine, profiling your concrete to ensure a proper prep.
All cracks and pits are filled with a special formula to ensure your floor is smooth and free of cracks and imperfections.
We then reprofile the floor to make all the repairs seamless.
Our base coat is 100% solid polyurea, which is stronger and more flexible than other floor coatings.
We fully broadcast our UV stable vinyl flakes that bond to the base coat.
Next, we apply the polyaspartic top coat, giving the floor 100% UV protection. Our top coat makes your floor more durable and easy to clean.
In just 24 hours time, your beautiful floor is ready to walk on. Now that you know what can be in your garage, call today for $400 off your project.
Call TruTech Concrete Coatings today for your free in-home estimate.
Sergio is an Italian wonder, of course. It's a 1969 Alfa Romeo GTV, Gran Touring Veloce.
It's very good.
I've always loved Alfa Romeo. I love the designer behind this. His name is Giorgetto Giugiaro. He made a lot of my favorite cars. The one up there, a lot of cars you loved back in the day. He was responsible. Probably the most prolific designer ever.
What was it about his designs that stood out to you?
The clean lines, the beautiful lines, so, you know, the efficiency, not overstyled. I think you can over-design a car. You can. I always tell my designers that's three cars worth of design. Take it back a notch. You know? So,
Less is more.
Exactly. So this car is very clean, very simple, and again, it's 50 plus years old, and it still turns heads. When I drive this around, people are like, first of all, what is it? Second of all, it's beautiful, and I think it is beautiful. But this is special. This is a resto mod. I named it Sergio after my dearly departed CEO, Sergio Marchionne, who saved the Alfa brand. I thought it was cool, so it's a tribute to him. But it has a lot of cool stuff. So it may look old on the outside, but it's very modern on the inside. It's got fuel injection, it's got a catalytic converter, so I made it as clean as I could. So it runs way better than any 69 has any right to. This is Giselle, and I actually bought this car before we merged with Peugeot. So we have been merged 2 years now. I bought this 3.5 years ago. Why? Because I did an internship in France, and my manager had one. And he would drive me to lunch every day, and he was an ex-helicopter pilot, and that guy could drive. So I was blown away how good. Found out that the car was a rally car. It's won championships.
The handling,
yes.
Narrow streets, the whole nine yards.
And look at it. I mean, it's got sneakers on. You know? Yeah. So I finally, when you can import them when they're 25 years old, so I was able to import one, and I did a mild restoration on it, and it is as fun as I remember.
So what year is it again?
It's a 1989. Yeah, but no one here knows what it is, so they think I'm a pizza delivery guy. So that's why my wife.
They're just
me.
like, what is it about the design that you like?
It's clean. It's another. There's a lot of theories who designed it, but I believe it was designed in Italy for the French. So it has a very clean, ahead of its time. It came out in 1984, but it doesn't look that old when you look at it. So it's kind of a timeless theme to it.
I don't even feel like I can even breathe on this car, Ralph.
Well, first of all, the name is Hallucination. So it's named after its engine, which is the Elephant. So Mopar went out and made an incredible crate motor, 1,000 horsepower, 426 Hemi, supercharged. And I've actually got the motor before I knew what to do with it.
Oh my God, I can't wait to hear it. Okay,
Yeah.
and so then you said...
Yeah, so I've been in love with the Charger, specifically the 68 Charger, since I was 5 years old, 6 years old. I remember seeing them on the streets, and they took my breath away. And then you saw them in movies like Bullet, and then shows like Dukes of Hazzard. It just kept reappearing, and now Fast and Furious, right? So the car just is a star in all these movies. So this is one of those projects that got carried away. So I was looking for a resto mod, and then I got talking to some friends, a company called Speedcore in Milwaukee that had done a carbon fiber car for Kevin Hart, the comedian.
Yeah.
And I saw it at a show, and I was like, get out of here. You know, is this possible? Can you make me one? And it took 3.5 years of a lot of conversation, a lot of hunting first of all, for the donor car, they found really a barn find, like a rust bucket. 'Cause
Okay.
we just knew we were going to take it down to the metal.
So tell me about the inside.
Yeah, so the inside is kind of reimagined. So yeah, the dash looks like a 68, but really everything has been touched. My favorite feature is the steering wheel. It has that thin rim that, back in the 70s and 60s.
Exactly, exactly.
But it's a sporty diameter, so it's a mind meld when you go in this thing. You feel like you're time warping back to 1968, but yet you still got a lot of future around you.
You have to pop the hood for me, right?
Of course.
Okay.
So, and the hood, in honor of my love affair with Viper, the hood opens the opposite way that it normally would. So it's a clamshell design, revealing the 426 Hemi. Only one of 100. They've only made 100 of these engines so far, so they're pretty rare. 1,000 horsepower right from the factory on pump gas, so 93 octane. It'll make 1,000 horsepower, and trust me, it makes 1,000. It's an extension of who I am. I've been a Mopar muscle car lover. I love design, I love performance, so it's kind of everything embodied. And it's got air conditioning and a sound system, and I love designs that stand the test of time, that still look good 10 years later, 20 years later, in this case 50 plus years later. It still does something to you. When you look at the car, you can't help but appreciate what the founders of the design were thinking about or what they wanted to accomplish. This is the pinnacle. Plus it's something, it took 3 years to build. It's something I've always wanted to do and finally have the means to do it. And I share with everyone. I've been pulled over by the cops just to talk about the car.
Oh, really? You weren't going too fast?
No.
in the
That's a
zone,
gas
were you?
station. No.
Oh, okay.
No, I get a lot of curiosity.
This is incredible. So smooth.
It actually has air conditioning, and music. It's
You're
got
so it's like a cool retro style with all of the comforts that you want.
exactly. Yeah, that supercharger.
It's like, yes, Ralph, what would you like next? But I love how you gave just kind of the personality, the furrowed brow of the yeah, you want some of this?
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
That's what I feel when I'm in this car.
Yeah, and it has a Mopar thing, so we didn't take anything away. The lines are actually the original lines of the car.
Yeah.
We just kind of dialed them in a little bit. And I have a very opinionated family. My wife and my 2 daughters, they're my worst critics. I mean, they really, every time I bring a new car home,
Do they tell you what they like and they don't like?
They dress it down. They don't just... It's a deconstruction of my work, It's like, okay, wow, easy now,
Did you go back into work and say, I've talked to some people, and your designers are like, you mean your wife and daughters?
100%. And that's what's in my garage.
Turn your unsightly, cracked concrete into an attractive surface that will last for years. Call TruTech Concrete Coatings right now. We're the experts at transforming garage floors, patios, basements, and pool decks. Our coatings are 4 times stronger than epoxy, resistant to salt and chemicals, easy to clean, and backed by a lifetime warranty. And most jobs take less than 1 day. Call TruTech Concrete Coatings for your free in-home estimate and save $400 off your new flooring today.